Hey, what's up? Welcome to another episode of the Miami Comedy Podcast. I'm Manny, your host, and I'm back. And let's discuss something very important that's happening in the city of Miami. A lot of people are leaving. That's right. The population isn't as popular as it used to be. It still feels like there's a lot of people here. I mean, you could just look at the traffic. However, there are some articles online that suggest that people just can't stand it. They're leaving Miami for multiple reasons. And in this video, we're going to explore some of those reasons, and you let me know what you think in the comments below. Let's get started. And before I even get started doing this video, I just want to let everybody know I'm not really leaving Miami. This is just what they call rage baiting, which is a very popular way to create videos nowadays on social media. You got to say something controversial. And if the more specific you are, the more likely you are to create the kind of content that people want to see. So if you say 7 reasons to leave Miami, people are going to be like, 7? How dare you? More than 1? I'm not leaving Miami. Let's just say I'm making this video to give 7 ideas for other people not to move into Miami. Reason 1 why I think Miami is leaving is because the cost of living is obviously very expensive around here. It's no secret. All the restaurants are bringing up their prices. All the bars are bringing up their prices. Homes aren't even built around here anymore. You're gonna have to go to the outskirts. If you're looking for a home, I'm talking about white picket fence homes. You're gonna have to go either really up north or down south. The real Miami is Brickell, South Beach, and Hialeah. Once you start getting into Homestead, all right, why is there an ostrich farm there? That has nothing to do with us. I even think there's still Amish people in Homestead. I think there's horse and carriages roaming around there. I think I've seen that really late at night driving around there because I got lost from Key West back to the city. If you're looking for a place to call home, it's gonna have to be a high-rise or an efficiency because homes are just non-existent anymore. They're not building that. There's no big home being built anywhere near us. And if there are, it's probably renovation. And I don't understand why anyone would want to renovate because the cost of living is so high. You buy a $500,000 home, you fix it up, and then you try to flip it, and then what? You make $501,000? $1,000 profit for flipping a whole home? And you know how difficult it is to live in an apartment building where once you go downstairs, mistakes are just waiting for you. Okay? If you live in Brickell, if you live in Miami Beach in one of those luxurious high-rises or whatever you want to pay for rent, just the idea that temptation is waiting for you downstairs. The parties are every night, man. And sometimes I would lay down in my bed in my South Beach apartment and I could just hear in the distance, boom, 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 boom. And I'm just tossing and turning knowing that the bouncer's going to get me in for free. I know the DJ. I know the bartenders. And then the after party comes around, and then what happens? You gotta wake up 2 hours later to go to work. I had to leave the Miami Beach lifestyle. And now that I'm looking for a new place, as I get older, I'm thinking about, should I go to Brickell? Would it be the exact same thing? Because if you live in Brickell, you go downstairs, the whole party is right there waiting for you. People are out there in their nightlife attire. There's some luxurious restaurant that's still open for some reason at 3 a.m. People are fighting over in Mary Brickell Village. You know what I also find hilarious about the luxury high-rises that are coming to Miami? I don't know if you guys know this or not, but like the entire east side of Miami is going to be high-rises. They're even breaking down Sunset Place, which still looks like a mall that's closed during COVID for some reason. But they're gonna wreck it, and they're gonna build high-rises all the way down the strip on the east side of Miami. And I never knew that such luxurious brands were behind these constructions. Like we have Louis Vuitton, Dolce & Gabbana, Aston Martin. Like they're building high rises since when? So not only are you paying high rent, high HOA fees, but now you've got a sponsorship deal with these brands. They're gonna slap a logo where you live. That should be a discount on its own. When is Banana Republic building going up? Will it replace City Hall? Hey, I get it. Mercedes-Benz condos going up right behind me. That's what I'm talking about. Since when does Mercedes-Benz build high-rises? So now whenever you invite your family and friends over, you gotta say Mercedes-Benz. So what happens if they pull up in a Honda? You're just gonna be like sizing them up. You're parking in the Mercedes-Benz in a Honda Civic? It's weird to have a logo on your building. If you gave it a name, like the Palms. All right. Hey, where are you staying at? I'm at the Palms. Room 618. All right, cool. Hey, where are you staying at? The Mercedes-Benz building. Jesus Christ, take it easy. Yeah, no more homes being built, and all the high-rise apartments that are being built have a sponsorship deal included with the HOA fee. So there you have it. That's one of the main reasons why a lot of people are moving out. White picket fences, no more. Has it ever even been? White brick fence. Oh, all right. Let's go for the second reason. You know why a lot of people also move to the city of Miami? Because of the economic opportunities, or what we thought was the economic opportunity of what they would say is the new Silicon Valley. Now, that was quite the reach, and Miami is known for that. We love to exaggerate and claim things just because we can. And that's one of the many reasons why I love our city, because we just have this level of we don't care ignorance. We're gonna take the name anyway. It's just amazing. It's kind of funny in its own way. And that's one of the many things I appreciate about my city, because we call ourselves the crypto capital of the world just because we held like 2 Bitcoin conferences. We're like, that's it. Put a crypto bull. We're the number 1. You gotta love that. And then Miami got like Spotify and Apple and the Amazon pulling up on us. And then now we're the brand new Silicon Valley. 3 businesses just showed up in tech, and we're like, that's it. We're the new Silicon Valley. Amazing. I love it. However, one of the many reasons why people did move here outside of just the tech company coming to the city is the fact that everybody was remote working. So they said to themselves, well, if I was to move to one place to do said remote work, why not Miami? And what's great about that is that we also realize that this is a good opportunity for us, because we already know the cost of living is expensive, but why not do it for office space too? We love opening up floors in a building just to say that it's an office space, and you go in there and you got to pay another $1,000 to claim an office for you and like 2 other people. All right. So more realty, more money pumping into the city. But also there was an article that came out that there was a hotel chain that came up with the great idea of outsourcing remote work for the check-in process over to India. Have you guys heard about this? Now, for me, that makes total sense. Who wants to stay up that late in Miami unless you're partying? It's more cost effective, and then it's one less awkward conversation to have if you ever stumble in with a baddie at 4 in the morning. For me, that's Miami innovation. Now, a lot of people were complaining, shouldn't we give those kinds of jobs to the local people in the city? They don't want to do stuff like that. How many times have you gone into a hotel lobby late at night and the person is in the back room asleep? They don't want to be there. So what does economic opportunity say? We can always do it virtually. The sun is still up on the other side of the world. Let them see what kind of people Miami checks in at a hotel at 4 in the morning, showing up with a group of girls. Maybe they'll get ideas to come over here too and start spending their rupees here. And then once they're on their 12th margarita, they're like, guess I can't stay after all. And then what happens? The economy of Miami continues to grow. So for the third reason as to why many people are leaving Miami is probably the reason why they came here in the first place. They couldn't handle the weather. Can you believe it? The weather. It got to them. Hey, let's go to Miami. The sun is out. We can go to the beach every day. And then when you realize you've only gone once a month, it just gets to you. I mean, even the people that live here leave Miami during the summer because the humidity is just too much. So the same reason that you decided to come, which is the sun, is the same reason people want to get the hell out. And that's why Miami is considered so slow during the summer, because we're leaving to go to other cities that are a little more cooler. I even think that venues should start charging extra when they're on their off season. We've got AC inside for an extra $5 cover charge. You can have a drink in here. Why not? Put it on the tab. I think it's a great idea. AC fee. Summer AC fee. $5. What's interesting about this particular reason is that on July 1st, Ron DeSantis signed a law that said that no one can modify the weather in Florida. Since when can people modify the weather in Florida. Is that even confirmed? Or is that just a conspiracy theory? Because last I heard, whatever, the lines of the planes were doing in the sky, whatever crop dusting, those white lines, I thought that was just decoration for a pastime we do here in the city of Miami. But I didn't know it was a believable conspiracy that that's the reason why our weather keeps changing. And even if there was a way to modify the weather in Florida, there's no way your salary pays you enough to do that much work. How is it humid, hot, raining, cold, hailing, tropical storm, flooding, and a hurricane one within the same 24 hours? How do you maintain that? And how much is the salary? Can I go on Craigslist and find these positions, or Indeed.com? Seeking weather manipulator, someone that is completely impulsive and wants to see things change from one temperature to the next based on how they feel that day. I didn't know you can modify the weather like that. And now we're gonna head on over to reason number 4, which is taxes. Now, thankfully, there are no state income taxes in the state of Florida, which is a huge reason as to why many people have moved here, especially the people in the financial industries, particularly in New York, according to an article I read. But I don't really think the financial firms opened up shop in Miami just because of the taxes. We just throw better parties. And over in New York, to find a good parking spot, hell, to even fight traffic is already a headache. It's the same thing here, but at least we got a party to go to once you do. So I think that's one of the many benefits. Having a good time after fighting traffic and finding a parking spot. The only taxes that will catch up with everyone, whether you're a local or a tourist, is the brand new 1% hospitality tax. The best part about this 1% tax is that we claim that 15% of that is going to the homeless and for domestic violence support, which in reality, it's only contributing to us being homeless, and that new tax is hitting us so hard that we might need 15% after it's implemented on our tab. So just something to consider, that even though we may not have state tax, some taxes are showing up, and they show up hard. Now it's time to get into reason number 5, which is the downturn of arts and culture. So over 50% of arts and culture, their funding have stopped. And it's a crackdown from a way higher budget going all across Florida. And they're cracking down on the arts and culture of the city of Miami. Can you believe it? Places like Coral Gables and downtown and Cutler Bay, Ham, the Gable Stage, even the railroad over in Cutler Bay. Can you believe it? That railroad had no political agenda whatsoever. I mean, I understand why these conservatives are cracking down on some art places. I get it. I've seen it. They try to add some liberal agenda or whatever. I mean, I'm not really political, but I understand why they're cracking down. When I saw the list of places that were getting the budget cuts, I'm like, why the train? For the kids? There is an interesting tidbit about this budget cut in the arts and culture here in Miami, is that Miami Beach will continue funding 16 art and culture projects because the people that are in political office in Miami Beach fought for it, and they even got more funding for them. And it makes sense, and I'll tell you why. Because if South Beach is the #1 destination for tourism, you can't just say, come to South Beach and get drunk at the beach. You gotta offer options. We need them flying here in the first place. Let's keep funding these arts and projects. They wanna know where the nearest nightclub is, who's the plug, where can I talk to hot girls? It's definitely not at an arts and culture place. But we gotta give them options. We can't just go all out and be like, hey, come to Miami, get drunk and make mistakes, and get out of here. Reason number 6 as to why the people are leaving the city of Miami, and it's because of the traffic. Now, it's obvious that there's a lot of traffic in our city, but do they know why we have a lot of traffic in our city? Because if people are leaving Miami, why do we still have traffic? Well, I think it's a conspiracy. I think construction workers are in on it. I think the police officers are in on it. Because even after hours, I would leave a bar after doing a show somewhere, and it would be like 12, 1 a.m., and there's still cones on the expressway with a police officer parked in the front with its lights facing the wrong direction. And what are you gonna do? You can't just park your car and be like, hey, what's the holdup? Why are these cones still up? It's 1 a.m. They're gonna take you in for questioning, and they're gonna say you failed a sobriety test. There's even some arches being built over the city of Miami on I-395. Have you guys seen the arches? Whose idea was it to put that there? Now, I know every city needs some sort of monument, but arches? It makes you wonder, like, how does this represent Miami? I know. I can imagine a plastic surgeon just showing up to the architect boardroom and being like, this city needs more curves. We can't have it too flat. These arches are like the BBL of Miami. And this is probably the best way to stand out. It's impossible to ignore how curvy our city has gotten. And the last and final reason number 7 as to why so many people are leaving the city of Miami is the influencer economy. Now, everybody needs to be an influencer one way or another. Even if you want to live a quiet life, you got to be an influencer to really make it in this city. It's almost a part of the evolution in Miami. If you're not popping online, why are you here? There's palm trees, there's cars, there's luxury. Why are you not posting what you ate today? It's actually kind of sus when you ask somebody, what's your Instagram? And they say, I don't have one. It's like, what? What happened? Oh, they must have shut down your account. Like, no, I just don't want it. Oh my God. They kind of get a little grossed out if you don't have an online presence in the city of Miami. If you're not at least posting once a day, that there's no reason why anybody should take you seriously in this city. We need to fulfill the fantasy of Miami by living a virtual life online. And we got to take the photos, all right? Whether you're in a fancy car, whether you're having a nice dinner, or you're over at the club doing bottle service, you got to make sure that you show it off in Miami, because if not, then people don't want to date you. People probably won't even hire you. That's it. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. Leave a comment. What do you think about what we were talking about? Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It definitely helps us out to continue these kinds of conversations. Don't forget to visit MiamiComedy.com and check out a live stand-up comedy show. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.